as they look to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first. First down.
Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on,
so now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
Snap.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Back to throw here. Open man is lost, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
91.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw now on second and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On first down, Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Now a give, right side, Swift. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10.
Check 3, check 36.
Now Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, check.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On second down, Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
He's coming. We got double.
From the gun, it's Allen. Well, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, dog. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Set, ready? 10-2, sir. Check. Walk 54. Hey, high 7. Cut up.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From a yard out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 24, check 24.
Going for it on fourth down. Allen over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but... Not before they work it across midfield.
25 yards. First down, Miami.
That's Miami! And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come. Quick down. Alert! Come. Kill.
On first down, Swift, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Three down. Check safety. Go.
From midfield, here's Allen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. 10 yards. Good enough for a Buffalo first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving. And
this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Check.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
56.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Regular. Pass 85.
Now a give right side. Swift. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check 31.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Double dog. That's the way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Box drop.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd-and-goal situation. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 13 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Giorgio Tavecchio for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, switch gears.
Leo!
No.
Go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Complete to number 81. A gain of 21 yards.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
Joker.
Look at me! Door!
You got tight.
Hey, Delta!
Right there.
Shoot!
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
At the Bills' 43-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hard!
Kill.
You're out!
Tighten up.
Hit it!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Tight dog. Check 13.
Look, squeeze.
Check.
Back. Lead grip.
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Check. Switch.
Now.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Jim. Watch that.
Hey, Haywood.
Safety's creeping.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's second down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, seam six. Hey, lock it.
Check. Slam.
Guard.
Check the backer.
Rock it. Go.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Dolphins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Hey, Charlie.
He's crashing.
Look at me. Door.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slam.
Fire.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Harry. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Ready, ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Watch twist, watch twist.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check 99, check 99. Check 26, check 26. Check.
You're out. Check go.
Back to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 37, check 37.
They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
Let's go.
Now they're out there again to try once more.
On the book.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
No. Go.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Ready.
2nd and 11. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. Gee, you figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Rock it. Leo. Yo, fire.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Door. Under crunch. Get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Ready, set.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, zoom.
There you go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, Sam off.
Flare.
Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Kill.
Leo.
Check safety.
Big grip.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
He's coming.
Look at me. Door. Now.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and goal, Miami.
Break.
53. Mike.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
You're out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
Check 50. Check 50.
Look, sweep. Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. But defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
60 out more. Hey, Sam off.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
Five.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's fourth and goal.
It's fourth down and goal.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on fourth and goal.
Alert 3.
Go on. Get it.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Fourth and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that fourth down.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 23 yards the pickup there.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry, and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you.